think they like you.
That was very nice. Thank you so much. Makes me feel very warm to be here.
Well, good evening. It's lovely to have you here. Welcome to Australia.
Well, thank you for having me. It's very beautiful here.
Are we treating you well in this part of the world?
Oh, yes. That's the first thing I noticed when I got off the plane. Everyone was very kind and very generous.
Yeah. You're going to sing a few songs tonight?
Yeah, I have a little show planned for you guys. So, yeah.
We've got some questions for you.
Okay.
You ready to go?
Yeah, sure.
I want to start at the beginning. When did you first become aware of A, your talent, and B, your ambition?
Honestly, ever since I was a little baby, I've always been singing. I've always been singing in the shower and just performing for my parents all the time, and I've always had that drive. Yeah, I think you're just either born with it or you're not. So.
When you were starting out, when you were working towards being a Mouseketeer and then when you joined the Mickey Mouse Club, did you always have a clear idea of the sort of artist you wanted to be?
Well, I never was like, well, I'm going to be this sort of artist, you know. I just knew that I loved to sing and dance, and you know, I was just really lucky in that the producers and everything that I worked with on my first album, it just really fit who I was. So.
But right from the word go, you had this burning ambition to make it. And
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Was there ever a time along the way? I know every artist has highs and lows along the way. Ever a time that you thought, oh my God, maybe I'm not going to make it?
Oh, plenty of times. When I was recording in New York for the very first time, I was like, I'm giving up so much. I'm not going to high school with my friends. I'm working and I'm recording every night. And I was like, please, God, you know, help this to be worth it. And it was. So.
Give us some idea of how hard you have worked and how bad you wanted it.
How hard? I've worked really hard. I on the first album, I worked for like 6 months in New York, in a city that none of my friends. I had Felicia with me, and you know, but you know what? It was a lot of hard work, but I love what I do. So at the end of the day, it's really not like work to me, honestly.
When that first single came out, Baby One More Time, your world must have gone absolutely crazy. It was the fastest selling single in American history. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that incredible time in your life.
It was amazing. I just wanted my song to be on the radio. Seriously, I just wanted my friends to hear it and be like, see, that's me, you know, seriously. And then, you know, everything, it just really blew up, and I was like, I felt very blessed.
And then to prove that, I guess, lightning could strike twice, a year later, oops, you did it again.
Yeah.
You must have felt invincible.
I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that. I felt very, you know, blessed and stuff like that, but not invincible. I wouldn't say that.
Is fame everything you thought it would be?
Actually, fame is probably being famous. I mean, when I'm on stage at night and being able to touch so many people and make them smile, that's a great feeling. But honestly, the whole fame part is not the best part about it, I don't think. Yeah. No.
Third album. After 2 smash hits like that, how did you approach this new album?
Really, I just wanted to work with different producers and just go in the studio and just experiment and just, you know, just say what I was feeling at the time, you know. And it was really cool because I wrote a lot on this album, so. Yeah.
There's a young man here called Alan Tran. Alan's got a question about the new album. Alan, would you like to stand up? Alan Tran,
What's
Britney
up, Alan?
Spears.
Hi.
Hello.
Britney Spears, Alan Tran.
Because this new album sounds so different, do you think the fans will actually like it?
Well, I hope so.
Boy, you're in big trouble if they don't.
You know, I have to go in the studio and do what my heart tells me to do and what I feel at that moment, you know, and just pray people will like it. So.
It is a bit of a departure, though. I guess Alan's question means, you know, do you obviously believe that your fans are going to like going on this musical journey with you?
I hope so. I hope so. You know, I think music is changing in general. You know, I think that this sound that I was singing a year and a half ago, I think it's kind of played out, and I think that we all, when I grow as a person, you know, inevitably I'm going to grow as an artist, and I think that people can see that, and hopefully, you know, they'll feel the same way.
A lot of artists, when they're making music, they look, oh, this is happening and that's happening. But when you're actually leading the pack, you know, and people are using you as an influence, who do you take your guidance and influence from?
Really, I listen to the radio and what's out there.
It's you. You're listening to yourself.
No. There's a lot of, I'm inspired by, like, you know, the Neptunes, a lot of hip hop and R&B. And you know, I listen to a lot of stuff overseas in London and just try to get a bunch of different stuff and get cool different producers and combine pop and their music together and see what you come up with.
You're going to perform a couple of songs from the new album for us tonight.
Yeah.
But the first one we're going to feature on the show is Stronger, big hit for you from the Oops album. Tell me about that song.
Well, Max Martin and Rami, they wrote that song for me overseas. And actually, it wasn't even going to be a single, but I loved the song so much, and I had this vision for what I wanted the video to be like, and we did it, and we took the chance, and it was pretty hot.
Folks, please welcome Britney Spears.